Hello and welcome to episode 6 of our cities endeavour. In this episode we have just unlocked our high density commercial and residential, and we are going to be building our first high density area. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to expand the highway this direction and create a roundabout. Now we're going to create our main roads off this single roundabout. It's a good idea because when you're building high density residential, you do have to be very careful to section everything correctly so you don't have high areas of traffic. It does become quite important. So we see we can do this. We start off with the kind of cross here. Now in this mod that we have on for roads, we can have highways with higher numbers of lanes than the default, so that's what we're going to do there. And then we can attach this onto here. I will bring forward this road. There we are, so that's our highway attached. So then what we do is, see, we can have an 8-lane road if we want, but 6 should be fine. So we'll have a road here, here, and coming off here. Now for this road, it's going to have to come up this direction. So what we'll actually do is we'll have it come this way. So I do find it important to lay out your infrastructure first. Lay out where everything's going to be and then work around what you have. It's good long-term planning. Like I said in the last episode, I didn't expect that road to last long. And that's not going to last long because we're going to join on the 3-lane road to there. There we go. So that's one of our roads. This road here is going to go this direction. And I'll stop it here. I'm basically where the trees are, where the I'm going to try build first. And I'm going to bring this up to there. So that'll be where our industrial attaches on. And then this road here is going to be our coastal road. It's not much of a coast considering it's full of shit, to be frank. But this is what will run along the coast. So that's going to be the main stake of our roads for the area. Now obviously we'll build roads off of that. We just have to be careful to make sure we don't let traffic accumulate. So I'm going to build a 2-lane off here. So again, you want to kind of trickle down. I don't really want to, if possible, have 2-lane roads. Whoops. 2-lane roads on the attaching onto the 3-lane highways. Well, 6-lane. I want to have them on the 4-lane ones instead, because obviously this is going to create a junction, which is going to create traffic, and yeah, it just makes it a bit easier if we have them on here, you see. So let's have one there. I don't really want to add a junction down there. I don't really see an option though. Yeah. Only where I can. It's just a rule of thumb I'd like to follow. Yeah, so if we do that, then curve this back around. Right. So that's the first little district. Then obviously with this is going to be commercial because it's nearer to the sea. I'm going to create a few paths through as well. And let's see if we can create some crosswalks. That's good. In fact, let's move the paths to be in line with the crosswalk. There we go. That's one small area. And then we'll have a, we'll have an a residential area, sorry. But first I need to put that the right way. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so we need a high density residential area, which we can construct this side. So what I'm going to do first is turn this into a 4-lane system. So I want a 4-lane road here. So what I'm going to do is create, whoa, that's a bit weird. Create this to about there. And then what we'll do is a one-way road to here. Convert this to a one-way road. And then another one-way road will come from up here. About there. First, I will add that section. There we go. Cool. And then what we'll do is add crosswalks. Perfect. Just a little difficult to see because it's night time. And then, can we actually add a park in the middle of that commercial strip? I'm sure I've got one of those small ones that we used in the industrial area. One of them. Yes! So I'll put one of those there. In fact, that needs moving up. We'll put paths at either side of it. Perfect. And then I will fill in the bottom bit with trees. And the top bit too, so we won't have anything built in the middle of this section. Then what we can do is we can build in this area here, you see. Makes it quite a lot easier. I will have another 4-lane road though. So what I'm going to do is create a one-way road there, and then this come off. There. So that's the foundation for our high density estate. Let's think. Now I could use 4-lane roads for the estate. It doesn't have parking spaces. Collisions may occur. What I think will be best is something like this, which has support for parking as well. Let's extend this down. So that's going to be one section. That'll be another. We'll have paths through here. And crosswalks. Perfect spacing for that one. And that one. And then we can build a path down here. So just laying out your foundations first. Right. That's fine. Crosswalk. Crosswalk finally there. Now, we've got water under a lot of it, but we'll just cover this section. Pause the game temporarily, and we'll fill in the areas just in the middle here. I don't want to put it next to the residential area next to the highway, or the motorway, if we're in Europe and the UK. Attach this here. So all this section will be high density housing. Okay. Obviously this is going to come with its own needs for policing and stuff, but we're going to sort that out too. Actually have a prison now as well. It's quite bizarre. See, the policing and stuff can go down here. So if I create a road, so this will be our amenity street. In fact, what I can do is attach this road onto there as well. Yeah, this is where all our amenities shall go. Because it's in the middle of the commercial and the residential section then, you see. Okay, so I'll make my road that goes into the estate first, so I can just put that in the corner. A normal fire station. Perfect. We do need a few parks as well. We're going to come on to transport quite soon, I believe. I think that's going to become quite important pretty soon. So, let's put in that corner there. So, more of an urban kind of park. Because obviously it's more of an urban area. Let's have a look what else we have. Something a bit more green would be good. Something like this. So then, yeah, let's have a playground there. And what we'll do, actually, we need to move that up one tile if we can. Can we? Yes. And put a footpath, because you can't actually walk on the roundabout. There we go. Okay. So we'll build a commercial sector as well. Going to make a footpath like that though. Let's paint all this and this little broad walk section here. See, once we've actually started the sector, the first bit's the hardest bit really, because there's nothing to kind of build on from. Once you've got this in, you can kind of go, well, you'd add a bit here, and then you obviously add the bits you need, like your policing and education, and you sort of tack bits onto what you already have. It's the starting bit where it's a bit kind of like, right, well, what do you do first? How do you build it? And then it's difficult to fall into the trap of it becoming quite zonal, a bit like an American sort of build. So they're the challenges that you have, really. But it is, by doing it how I've done here, it is a case of, it makes that a lot easier, really. Sorry about that, just for getting my cat out of the way. So as I was talking, my cat was basically trying to climb up my leg. Right, let's have a look. So I think that's just about done, isn't it? So we have water. It's connected. There's a few services. I'll just neaten this up by putting this road around there. And I can actually have that on like so. Yeah, let's go and see who decides to move in. I'm just going to do a few odd jobs as it's building, so let's create a path from there to there. Let's add a crosswalk to it. Also speed up time as well. A lot of them aren't going to be powered just yet as well. We do have a section of power down there which things can build on from. I am going to add a few substations in. So if I had a substation there, which is a mod as well, it kind of gives you a bit of a electricity field. Like it adds to the grid. So you see here, look. If I had one there, just about adds on. And then, yeah, it basically works from that. But I need to connect this, because that's only got 1 kilowatt of power. There we go. So these bits will start to develop. What I am going to do as well is add some low density commercial on this street. There we go. So that should make that area a bit nicer too. I guess when you start building high density, you've got to be very cautious about the traffic that you're going to generate from what you're actually constructing, because each of these holds quite a large number of people. This is again where transport's going to start becoming important to us as well. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh, we already have a university as such, don't we? We've got a college. I'll build another one, but not just yet. Right, so there's no capacity for a crematorium. That's strange. I thought we had a crematorium. Oh, it's there, isn't it? That's a mod. Yeah, we don't need one. We've got a hospital. Yeah, everything's about fine. How's garbage doing? See, garbage, it's not really moaned about garbage, has it? Oh, it has. Oh no, but it's getting dealt with. I'll add one more down here because we have built quite a large area of new housing. So I'll add one just for safety. Water budget needs to go up. And the power one's fine. We have the European theme on this map as well, so the buildings do look very European, which makes me happy. So our city is becoming ever more populated. Let's sort out the section near the highway motorway thing here. So we can't just leave it blank. We're going to do something with it. We'll create sort of a path. Like that. Let's have a look. Come through these trees. We've basically made a path up to the industrial zone, which is good. If I add a large number of trees around here as well, this does actually help towards noise pollution, which you get from the motorway. I'm going to add... Oops, done that wrong. Add that onto there. And there we go. And I'll pop trees down. Try and squeeze them in that little gap. It does help with noise pollution quite a bit. There we go. fact, that kind of links in. Whoa, kind of links in a bit. The question of the day for this video is going to be. No, it's a bit late, but still. What kind of leisure facilities do you use in your city? And by that I mean, so the kind of leisure things we build here: retail parks, cinemas, garden centres, stuff like that. What are the what ones you actually use in real life in your city? What's popular, and what what do you use? Because like in the UK, we don't really have, for instance, like it's different really to America. It's more kind of like cinemas. Bowling scene is a bit kind of tacky really, whereas in America bowling's quite big. There's quite a lot of difference in what people actually do. I don't really know what to put into games like this, because to be honest, the cinema is really how I tend to go out leisure wise, and a few museums. In fact, yeah, museums is very big in the UK. Pretty much everywhere's got some kind of museum of something. Well, hey, small city. But yeah, I'm interested to see what people get up to in their cities as well, and what tends to be popular, what's on the rise and such. So please let us know. Right. City's booming. So we are now a small city. Right. No demand at all for commercial or residential. Residential's rising slightly. We should probably plan out where we're going to build our next residential area. So we have this section, don't we? I guess we could do this area, the other side of the motorway. Right, which would involve... Let's take this and run it perpendicular to the motorway. Oh shit. Space already occupied. Okay, what's it occupied by? See, it can come out. Just did it there. There we go. So that's going to be our main line. We can get rid of this substation anyway. It's done its job. Probably get rid of that one actually. Yeah, we can. There we go. Oh, power's knocking off. Let's knock that back up. In fact, we need a new power station. It's that severe. Whoa, hang on. Hold the phone. Guessing it's because that's knocked off. Shit. Yes, that's fine. Power consumption going up quite rapidly, but that's to be expected when you zone very large, high density areas of buildings. So I'm going to start this. So I can go right up the way to there. And this side, I want to park here. So we'll put one of those in. I was going to say can't see shit, Captain, but the lights did appear for me. We'll make that a concrete path. And then what we'll do here is we'll actually make this a bridge over here. Tried to be clever, didn't really work. And that's going to go down here, isn't it? Because we're not going to build next to the motorway. And what we should try do here is have some kind of underpass. About there. So we've got this area here. There we go. So we have like an underpass there. Again, it's going to help with people walking to the industrial areas. Let's just fill in this. In fact, no, let's do the residential zone first, and then we will fill it in. So pause while I do this. Quite a few houses there, but not many. That's where we'll stop this residential street. Could do with a footpath around here. Can I make a crosswalk there? Yes. Perfect position. So that can now build. And as it's building, we'll place down some trees. So all goes towards helping land value in your area. Again, a true Bob Ross of the game, this. It's a nice, pretty line of trees. Oh, I could do with connecting that path up as well, couldn't I, to the estate? Which I shall do. So, path there, back to the concrete paths. There's the one there, yes, I think there is. Yeah, there is. Oh, that's fine. Cool, so that's our other little residential area in between the highway, so it makes a lot more sense in terms of city planning. Wow, commercial's kind of grown a lot, hasn't it? It's coming along very well. What we'll do here is then give it a bit more space to breathe. Our last endeavour for this video. Let's see what leisure buildings we have available, the unique buildings. So I want to create a few centerpieces for the area, you see. Things that draw people in. IKEA. Perfect. A Ford car dealership. Yes. So we could do that, look. And then have a sort of commercial back street here. I'll also turn this into greenage. Then in the middle of these we'll have a path, and we'll put pine trees down the side in honour of the IKEA that's built next to it. Can we put a sidewalk here? Yes! Love it when a plan comes together. Down there. And here we go. Let me ask, that makes like a small shopping district, a specialised shopping district. So, in this part, what have we accomplished? We've created our high-density commercial and residential districts. By doing this, we've obviously increased our population quite a bit. Someone is sick. Oh, shit. Right, okay, as I'm finishing the video. Yeah, so we've obviously increased the population. We've saved them from sickness by relocating these water pumps and not powering them. We've created a few acts of leisure. Why are they traffic lighted? They shouldn't be traffic lighted. There we go. They should be able to flow freely through the roundabout. Whoa, maybe not that fast, but still. Okay. So that's all completed. So, in the next part, it's a case of what we're going to be doing is growing this city centre, and as we now grow, this is where the interesting bit comes in, because alongside growing the city, it's also a case of managing the current traffic and transport and things for what we already have. So now it becomes a little bit more complex. So hopefully in the next part, what we'll do is we'll grow our city a bit further, and then we'll start looking at the challenges that come with that, and we'll make sure that ours is the perfect civilized Zestopia that we all strive for it to be. My name's been Zestopia. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next part.